problem with a woman having a picture on WhatsApp that follows all the laws of tzniut? Is it allowed or not? If it's a woman that's following all the laws of tzniut, then she would not have a picture on the internet, period. Because the laws of tzniut are very, very extensive, and you cannot say so confidently that she's following all of the laws of tzniut. Because if she's following all of the laws of tzniut, she would not have a picture anywhere, including on her phone, period. If you ask you look at the documentary that they made about Rav Elyashiv, alav shalom, and at one point, the person that was writing the story was taking a video of some of the people in the house and some pictures and so on, and these people never really saw these cameras and so on. And when one of the daughters was told by one of the family members, she goes, "You realize he's recording?" She said, "Oh, no, chas v'shalom, that's all I need in my life." Meaning that what are you recording? A picture of me? What was she? Immodest? No, she's Kodesh Kodeshim. It's HaShem to see such a modest woman like this. The house of Rav Elyashiv? What's the problem? That's not the point. Following all of the modesty, who knows what people are going to think? So let's not go too extreme and think we're following everything. There is certain leniencies to have a woman's face if it's needed for certain professional reasons. There's a purpose for it. But I can tell you from experience that most women simply cannot contain themselves when it comes to pictures. And the overwhelming majority of pictures that women have of themselves anywhere, whether it's on the internet or social media, almost all of them are immodest, almost all of them are inappropriate, and almost all of them are sinful. And that's why anytime I see people's pictures, I usually tell them to take that off. It's not good for them, especially when I know that the person is really looking to do tshuva. If you are a woman, you should not have your picture on the internet at all. There's simply no reason for it. But why do people want to do it? Because they want to show people what they look like, they this and that. There's really no legitimate reason to do it. Unless, like I said, it's needed for work for some reason. You work at a company and they require it. That's one thing. But generally speaking, women that take pictures or have somebody taking pictures of themselves, they make certain facial remarks that make them look promiscuous or flirtatious. They wear certain clothes that are questionable, many times outright immodest. They make certain poses. Or the worst yet is, again, I'm only allowed to do this because I'm a man and I'm trying to teach you guys. The worst thing in the world is when a woman, I don't know how stupid people are, but it always baffled me, even when I didn't know any Torah. It always baffled me why people do this. But for some reason, women feel the need to take pictures of themselves and publicize them, of themselves laying down or looking like they're laying down. They take a picture and it's like their face is somewhere, and like they want somebody to look at them while they're laying down. I don't understand why a woman wants to look like a prostitute. But for some reason or another, there are religious women that sometimes do this. I don't understand it. Why do you think it's a good idea to have your picture even looking like you're laying down or in such fashion? I never understood that. If I was married, chas v'shalom, to a woman like that, I would get divorced the first day. First day, my wife puts a picture like this, I'm getting forget, there's no talking to such a person. You want the world to see you laying down? What does the matter with you? But unfortunately, Rabotai, people don't think like this. Why? They saw so much filth on the internet. They saw so much garbage on TV. They saw so much garbage in the media. They don't even think there's anything wrong with it. They think, wow, I'm just looking like everybody else. So don't divorce them, like I'm saying. Don't yell at them and scream at them. No, understand, they are unfortunately a product of a disastrous educational system. So tell her, in a way, either listen to him, and after you get scared, listen to him calm down and tell you the truth. It's not appropriate. You are not public property. You should not make yourself public property, giving people ideas of what you look like in certain ways. Unfortunately, many women do this. Even, I don't know, intentionally, unintentionally, it's hard for me to believe people can be that dumb, but unfortunately does exist in the world. I know that every single time I've ever told a woman they should change her picture, Baruch Hashem, so far so good. Every woman has taken her picture off and changed it usually to something else. Sometimes they'll change it to some flower or some house or something that's not them, and sometimes they'll change it to simply a different picture, more appropriate, at least closer to being appropriate picture of themselves. Nonetheless, those women that have the pictures of themselves laying down or their hair against the wind, or I don't know, they're on like something, a provocative position, like a woman like this is what we're talking about in this week's parasha, Parashat Emor. That was Shulamit. That was Shulamit. That's what the parasha is warning us about. It's not that she was promiscuous with other men. She wasn't. She got raped. But the Torah still mentions her and the bad fruits that came from her. Why? Because it started with her. How? Hey, how are you? Is he your husband? No, it's just a guy. Wait, he's just a gardener. Can't say hi to the gardener? No. No, you can't say hi to the gardener. Why? He's not your husband. You need something? You need something? No? Okay, goodbye. That's it. You don't have to be nasty to them, but don't be friendly. He's not your friend. Oh, it's hot outside today. What are you, the weather system? Why do you want to talk to another guy? Why do you want to put yourself in front of a sin? This is the problem. Rabotai, I'll tell you this. I've seen a lot. And I continue to see a lot. And probably all the stories that I tell you are not even 1% of 1% of the things that I see every day. People don't think it's a big deal. And they think that I'm just a fanatic and crazy and so on. First of all, everything that I'm saying to you is halacha. Second of all, even more so, when you see the damage that I see, you can't help yourself but cry on a regular basis. I had a woman come to me. Baruch Hashem, I never saw a picture of her. But somebody else did. And she sends me a message and she says to me, listen, Rabbi, I have a serious problem. What's the problem? I'm thinking about leaving my husband and 4 kids. I said, 𝘽𝙖𝙩 𝙪𝙙𝙚. Why, he cheat on you? No. What, is he a psychopath? No. Murderer? No. Rapist? No. Pedophile? No. What's wrong with him? Why would you leave such a guy? What does he do with his life? He learns Torah. 𝘽𝙬 𝙪𝙙𝙚. What's wrong with Torah? What happened? No, I'm in love with somebody else. What? When does a frum woman with 4 kids have time to love somebody else? How did you meet such a person? She says to me, Rabotai, I met him on WhatsApp. I met him on WhatsApp. How do you meet somebody on WhatsApp? It's not even like the other garbage that's in the world, Facebook and Twitter and all the other stuff that you're actually supposed to be social. WhatsApp, it's not social media. It's a way to communicate with people you already know, not meet people. But the filthy Yetzirah, the Malach HaMavet, is so evil that he actually gives people the idea, hey, look, there's so many people in the Torah group. Let's look at what other Jews are in the Torah group. And they start looking at the Torah groups that they're in, the kosher groups that they're in, and they see people's pictures. And he sees a religious Haredi woman is puckering her lips. Oh, she looks like a nice lady. Maybe she knows somebody that she can introduce to me. Before you know it, he falls in love with her. Before you know it, she falls in love with him. 4 kids, a husband, garbage. Why? I met him on WhatsApp. I met him on WhatsApp. For anyone that's been following my lectures for years, knows the story already, and Baruch Hashem knows that we put a stop to that disaster before it was too late. We had to take some extra measures to do it, but nonetheless, Baruch Hashem, the divorce never happened. The husband, till this day, I don't believe he knows, at least not for me. And they're still married, but nonetheless, there was literally, I found this out while I was on a plane coming from New York to Florida because I was doing a lecture at the time. A woman tells me she wants to leave her husband because she had a picture on WhatsApp, and that led to disaster. So please, ladies, you are the daughters of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. You're not public property. Your pictures do not need to be everywhere. The only one that should benefit from your beauty is somebody that's paying for it every single day with his life. It's called your husband. Nobody else. Nobody else needs to see your picture. That's a reality. That's, if you ask me, that's what you should do. You want to do something else? Suit yourself. But I'm never going to tell you that you should put your pictures online. There's simply no reason to do it because of so many problems that it could bring. So many problems that it could bring. Even if you put a modest picture, Satan is not gonna, you open the door for the Satan. Even if it's a small crack. Lapeta chatat rovetz. In the book of Sefer Bereshit, Kadosh Baruch Hu says to Cain, you leave a little opening, you're finished. Little opening, not big one. You didn't go like Shulamit, say hello to everybody. But you left a little opening. What's a little opening? I put my profile picture on with little puckered lips. Finished. Needless to say, if you look like what we talked about, laying down, this and down, jumping, this, all that filth, Hashem yishmor v'yatzil. Hashem yishmor v'yatzil, Rabotai. I've seen so many horrible things that are happening to Klal Yisrael. But, dameh and bam. Their blood is in their own hands. Their blood is in their own hands. Everybody's doing it to themselves. This is not, it's not a secret. So please protect yourself, protect your bodies, protect your neshamot. Don't just treat them like it's a garbage that everyone's allowed to see and touch and everything. It's not necessary. It's not necessary. There's really no legitimate reason. One woman told me that when I told her remove the picture, she removed the picture for a day, but then the next time she contacted me, the picture was back. I said, but I thought you removed the picture. No, my husband wants to see me. Your husband needs to see you on WhatsApp every time you text him? You actually think I'm going to believe that lie? Why do you even contact me if you think I'm the dumbest person on earth to believe such a thing? You actually think I'm going to believe something that your husband needs to see your face every time you text him on a small, tiny little circle, and that's why you put back your picture? You actually think I bought that lie? And even if I bought that lie, you think Kadosh Baruch Hu bought that lie? Especially when it's an immodest picture. Hashem yishmor. And then people are surprised. Oh, he wants to leave me. Oh, she left me. They're surprised they're getting divorced after 4, 5, 6 years. 4, 5, 6 months. Surprised. What's surprising? You were married to 50 men while married to one. What's the surprise? You were married to 50,000 women while married to one. What's surprising that you're divorced? What's surprising that you're miserable in your marriage? What's surprising? ולא תטורו אחרי לבבכם ואחרי עיניכם אשר אתם זונים אחריהם. Don't follow your eyes, don't follow your heart. Your eyes don't look, your heart don't get the desire to make somebody look. Why? That's what's going to cause you to sin, Rabotai. That's what's going to cause you to sin. That's why we say it every single day. In our tefillah, every day. We say this after the Shema Yisrael. Every single day a Jew has to say this. A woman and a man has to say this prayer. Why? The beginning of all sins start with the eyes. Either the eyes of you looking or the eyes that you are attracting. Please protect yourselves. Protect yourselves. Mamash chaval. It's mamash a shame. A shame that people are just, they work so hard to keep mitzvot and donate and do good things, but they're still going to go to Gehinnom. Mamash, it's just a sad thing. For what? Because she wants to put a profile picture up. Because she wants to be on the internet, make videos of herself. For what? For what? What do you have to make a video for? Oh, I want to teach Torah. Okay, teach Torah just with your face. Why do you have to make your whole outfit part of the video? Why? For what? What is the need for that? What is the need to have your picture of the whole you everywhere? What does the whole world need to see you for? For what? Even if you see guys speaking, I'm speaking to you right now. Do you see my legs? Does anybody even know if I have legs? Maybe I'm a demon. Maybe I have chicken legs. Does anybody know? Nobody knows. But how come every woman, she makes speeches, you can see half the torso, if not the whole thing? How come? Because it's all Satan. It's all Satan. All Satan, Rabotai. We've had the discussion a million times of whether to start adding female teachers to our platform, and every single time we get the same conclusion from the Rabbaniyot themselves. From my Rabbanit, from my Ephraim's Rabbanit, no. Why? Too many problems can happen with it. Yeah, but she's a good speaker. Let her be a good speaker somewhere else. We can't. Why? Too much risks. Too much risks. If there's a 1% chance that that's going to lead to a divorce, 1% chance that that's going to lead to some type of shlom bayit problem, 1% chance going to lead to wasting seed, it's not worth it. 1,000 lectures of helping people is not worth one sin. Not worth one sin. But people make lectures with the woman, with this. She makes sure that she wears the extra long wig, longer than the exile. 2,000 years was suffering. She wants to make another 2,000 years with the long wig and the thin this and the this, that. HaShem yishmor v'yatzil. What did I start with? Small little picture. It's inappropriate. No one said anything. So thank you for the question, Moshe. You got me a little fired up, but that's the reality.